All right, let's talk about how to make good money as a painter. And again, at the back of my truck, I got to clean up and unload from the last job we just did. So anyway, I figured I'd make a video while I'm here. So, how do you make good money as a painter? And we're going to talk about residential this time. There's more money in commercial work. We'll talk a little bit about commercial, but mostly residential today. And a lot of guys think if they dress in whites and they stand in front of the paint store that they're entitled to $40 an hour. And that is a myth. Just because you're in front of the paint store in paint clothes doesn't make you entitled to make money in the paint business. This is a show me business. You have to be able to produce. Now let's talk about what production is. Production equals dollars. If you want to make good money, you have to be able to produce. A lot of guys think, a little punk standing in front of the store thinks he's worth $300 a day. And guess what? You aren't. Most of you guys aren't. So I asked one of these guys, okay, you got a whole house masked off. Can you spray a 2-story house masked off already? Just spray and not blow off corners and spray on the wall and cover everything up neatly. No blowing paint all over the place. Can you spray the whole house in one day? And if he says no, guess what? You're not worth $300, dude. That's how it works. You have to produce. If you want to make money as a painter, you have to produce. You have to be able to do the job quickly. You have to be able to do the job neat. You have to do the job and make everything right. Straight lines and no overspray, no dust, not making messes, and do a lot of wall space. So another thing the guy says, look, I go, well, we're rolling a tenant improvement interior. All the mullions are all in. I want you just to roll all day long. How many gallons can you roll in one day? The guy says, oh, I can do 25. I said, nope, you're lying. You're lying. Can't do it. Dip and roll. I'm not talking about spray and back roll. That's something else. I've sprayed and back rolled 90 gallons with 2 guys in one day. So I know it can be done. 90 gallons spray and back roll. That's using an 823, a pole, and a synthetic roller on a stick. 90 gallons can be done. So I already know that can be done. Somebody says they can do 300 gallons. I know they can't. There's no possible way you could do it. On an interior, tenant improvement wall, dip and roll. Okay, there's nothing in your way, no trades in there. The most a person can do in one day is about 15 to 17 gallons. That's it in 8 hours. Okay, and that's using a lamb's wool roller, pulling it out of the bucket, putting it on the wall. It's the fastest I've ever seen anybody being able to do. And I've been doing this a little while, and I've seen really, really fast guys. I've seen really, really slow guys. And if a guy is slow, he does about 10. Okay, a guy who's fast can produce 15 to 17 gallons. Okay, on the wall, enamel, rolling. Flat, maybe a little more. Okay, but a guy says he can do 30 gallons. I already know he's a liar. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's never actually done it. So don't bullshit the man who knows what he's doing. Okay, so production. How much can you produce in one day equals how much money you can make. Well, charge more. You charge more, you're not going to get the job. Okay? So it's about producing and getting it right and getting it clean, being able to brush and brush straight lines and do it quickly. All right? That's what the job is about. But guys, a lot of guys, especially in the wonderful state of California, they think they're entitled to money. because they can wear paint clothes. I won't hire them. I don't know anybody who can afford to hire guys like that who can't produce. So look, if you're new in the business, your goal is to learn how to take the paint out of this bucket and get it on that wall neatly, straight, and fast. Okay, some guy goes, oh well, I can do really, really, really straight lines. Great. How fast can you do it? Okay, can you do it efficiently? If you can't do it efficiently and you do really, really straight lines, so what? You're worthless. You're only worth so much per day. If you can do straight lines and you can do it fast, then you're worth more money. So to make money in the paint business, it's about production. It's about nothing else. There's no magic to it. And to do that, you have to have experience. So a lot of guys get in the business and they've been painting for a year and they think they're worth 40 bucks an hour. Until you actually can produce that amount. Some guys learn pretty quick and become worth more. Some guys takes them a lot longer. Some guys never learn how to produce. I've seen guys that are, been in painting for 25 years and they're only worth, not even barely worth their wage because they can't produce enough. Because in order to make a profit, the boss or the guy who bids the job, let's say he bids it at $500 a day. Well, he's got to pay your wage, your workers' compensation, your unemployment insurance, your taxes, and after that, make a profit. And if you want 40 bucks an hour, you have to produce a lot of production. You have to get a lot done. You got to be able to roll, a whole house, 2 coats, 1 day. Yeah, you got to be able to do it. That's about 15 gallons, 15 to 17 gallons. I do the commercial TI one because it's really, really all the same. The ceilings are always usually around the same height all the way around. And that's when you pretty much can know how many gallons you can get on a wall. In a house, you might have walls that are really tall, things like that that'll slow you down when you have to change poles, go to a longer pole and do the wall. It's going to take you a little more time to take the paint out of the bucket and take it up on the wall and get it up there. It's going to be a little slower. A commercial TI, everything's 9'6" or whatever. The ceilings are all the same. You can go through and roll, and the fastest I've seen, about 15 to 17 gallons. Fastest guy rolling. Cutting in's different. Okay, everything cut in depends on the wall. And the guy goes, well, if I got to use an 18-inch roller, I can do it faster, than you can put on more paint than that. Yeah, you can put on more paint, but you're going to have more cut in to do. So you take away all the extra cut in that you have, and you end up doing even less. So there's that issue. The guys say, oh, I can use an 18-inch roller, I can roll it faster. Yes, you can. You can. But your cut in and your little detail areas are going to be more. And the time you save rolling, you're going to spend 2 times that amount cut in, because cut in takes longer than rolling. It's, there's no magic to this, guys. It's just simple math and production. If you can produce more, you can make more. And if you can produce more, it has to be done accurately. It has to have straight lines. It has to have no cat eyes in the walls. It has to have everything done correct. So anyway, that's a little bit about painting. If you want to make more money, that's how you do it. I'll talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.